Hi everyone, Asyraaf here from Herohomes. Today I want to share with you how you can DIY your HDB purchase. So of course, you buy a HDB, there will be a process involved. I have categorized them into three parts. The first will be your prep work. Second, your groundwork. Lastly, will be your paperwork. So your prep work will involve three things. Deciding whether you're taking HDB or bank loan, running through your own financial calculations, and registering your intent to buy. So, when you register intent to buy, very simple, log into your HDB resale portal with your SingPass. From there, decide whether you're buying as a single, you're buying as a fiancé, buying as a married couple, whichever, proceed accordingly. Now, along the way, you will also be asked to declare your income. One thing you must note is, the higher your income declared, the lesser the grants you will be eligible for. Next, you must find out whether you want to take a HDB or a bank loan. The two primary differences between the two is HDB has a fixed interest rate of 2.6%, whereas bank loan has lower interest rates. It fluctuates around 1.6 to 1.8%. However, bank loan will require a 5% mandatory cash deposit. HDB loan does not. So it really goes down to whether you are a first-time buyer or you are an upgrader. If you are a first-time buyer, chances are you would have wiped out your cash savings during your wedding ceremony or when you are in the midst of starting up your new family. So, although bank loan rates may seem much more attractive, for first-time buyers, we would really suggest for you to go with a HDB loan. Next, you will have to run through your own financial calculations. So how to do that? Take your loan amount, add in your current CPF OA, and add in all your eligible grants. Add them all up, total them up, roughly you will have a certain amount. Now that amount is the budget. You can see whether with that amount you can buy a 4-room, 5-room EA or even an EM. Okay. Now next, don't forget to check your monthly affordability. So whatever amount goes into your OA every month, that would be roughly what you can afford monthly. So if whatever goes into your OA amount is $1,000, for example, and the house, this 5-room flat that you are buying, has a monthly mortgage of 1.6. So easily you will know that you are required to pay $600 monthly cash top up for the rest of the 20 to 25 years. So this one you have to really do the check properly, because any mistakes done here, you have to be prepared to eat Maggie for the next 20 to 25 years. Just kidding, eh? Okay. Next will be your groundwork. Here is where you start looking for a home. Very simple. Go to Property Guru or 99Co. Now search for your preferred location. Say you like Tampines. So go to Tampines, filter out Tampines, filter out according to your budget. You will see the list of units that you can buy. Now select the unit that you like, arrange for a viewing with the sellers. Now head down to the unit, have a view of the unit, have a feel of the unit, the house condition, what you need to renovate. Factor in all your potential renovation costs. It's very important. Now from there, if you really like the unit and you want to proceed with the unit, start your negotiation process with the seller. Now come to an agreed price. Once you have agreed with a price, next put up an official offer. Once your offer is put up, the sellers will then accept your offer. Now after your offer is accepted, you now have to prepare your option fee. How much? Ranges from $1 all the way to $1,000. So take your assuming it's $1,000, take your $1,000, pass it to the sellers. Now in exchange of your option fee, sellers will issue you with the OTP or option to purchase. So you take your option to purchase, again, log into your HDB resale portal and submit a request for valuation. There will be an admin fee of $120. Few days time, your valuation report will be out. Now based on your valuation report, you can see whether this unit that you option for has any COV or not. Let's assume there's no COV and you want to proceed with this unit. What you need to do next is to exercise your option. Again, exercising the option also has a fee, ranges between $1 to $4,000. So your option fee and exercise fee, these two will be pre-agreed at the time you make your offer. So once you have exercised your option, next thing to do will be submission of your resale application. So it doesn't matter whether you to submit first or the sellers submit first. Either or, whichever party submits first, the other party is required to submit their portion within 7 days. So let's assume you submit first, 7 days time, seller will have to submit. Once both parties have submitted, an SMS will be sent to you by HDB to say that they have already received your application, and they will give you a date for endorsement. What is endorsement? Basically, whatever you have submitted, you must endorse. If you take any grants, you also have to endorse. If you take the proximity housing grants, you must endorse. Your parents also must endorse. Okay? Now, after endorsement, another SMS will be given to you to inform you when is your HDB completion. HDB completion is more or less towards the end. It's the end already, end of the journey. So from there, HDB completion is where the transfer of ownership, handover of the flat, giving you the keys to your flat, etc. So after completion, basically you are already the owners of the flat. So now I want to share with you a case study of my personal clients, Farhan and Anissa. So Farhan, he was 33 at that time, and Anissa was 26. So they were in fact DIY buyers. So they took a HDB loan, they calculated their own budget, add in all the eligible grants that they are eligible for. They went out viewing. So they went to Woodlands in particular because their parents were in Woodlands. So they searched for a home in Woodlands. After they went to about 4 or 5 units, they finally found this 5-room which they really, really liked. So they optioned for that unit. They paid a $1,000 option fee or booking fee. In exchange, they got the OTP. They took the OTP, submitted for valuation. Now, valuation report came out. This unit has $55,000 of COV. That means they have to pay this $55,000 in cash upon completion. So, kancong already. They started calling HDB, they started calling CPF to clarify this, clarify that. Now, on top of that, they were also informed that they were unable to fully utilize their CPF due to the CPF limitations because they bought an old flat. So on top of this $55,000 COV issue that they are facing, they now also have to finance $45K in cash to pay up for their loan. So the problem now is they don't have $55K to pay for COV. Question is, what can they do to backtrack, cancel this transaction, take back their $1,000? What can they do? Honestly, nothing. So they really had no choice but to forgo this $1,000. It's a very, very, very painful process for them, but it has to be done to reduce the damage. So what they did was they contacted their friend, and coincidentally, their friend were my clients, so they were referred to me. So I applied for them. I asked them to apply for a new HLE. With that new HLE, we recalculated their budget again from scratch, and we proceeded to our journey in buying a home. Today, they are happily settled in their new home, not a 5-room flat in Woodlands, but an EA apartment in Woodlands with 0 monthly cash top-up. So really, by spending $5,000 in agency fees, we saved $90,000 in cash and CPF. So my honest and humble opinion is that before you do your DIY purchase, do proper research. Information is readily accessible online for you. All you need to do is to really read through them very, very carefully. In fact, consult professionals. Speak to 1 to 2 agents. Get second or third opinions, in fact. I am very sure agents today are more than happy to share with you. But if they are not, feel free to call me, Asyraaf, 9369-7450. I'll be more than happy to give you my honest opinions. With that, wish you all the best. Thank you, and I'll see you guys.